Hey, what's up? This is Chris from The Longest Way. It's my day off from presentations, so I decided to come here to, to this place here in Nuremberg, where they used to have the party conventions, the Nazi party conventions. This is apparently the place where Hitler used to stand to give his speeches. Yeah, I don't know why exactly I came here, but I figured it was on the way. I was a little bit further south yesterday, and I'm supposed to be near Frankfurt tomorrow, so I kind of stopped halfway, got a little hotel on the highway, and I came here today. I looked at an exhibition, and now we're here. Okay, enter at your own risk. Okay. You know, the thing about Hitler, he doesn't build for his age. He doesn't build for tomorrow. In his own sort of worldview, he sees himself as Alexander or Napoleon. He builds for the ages. Everything is supposed to be just massive structures made of concrete, made of marble. Everything's supposed to be big, and everything's supposed to stand for like hundreds and thousands of years. Of course, all of that is still kind of for the time of his day, for just himself. But what he's saying is future generations and future centuries are going to look at this and go, wow, look at that. So big, so awesome. Those were giants that built this. Well, we really don't, do we? This is kind of this creepy place. So this is this is where they used to go up, and it used to be all flags, and they'd have fires like they're all around, and like they invented the light dome apparently, so they would have like very large lights that go up from all these places and just point upward at night, so it looks like you know what they did for the World Trade Center when it was I don't know, like 2002 2003, when they made one out of light. The same thing. So like the whole place would be full of people, it would be night, there would be these swastika flags everywhere, lots of fires, and then the light dome, and then the motherfucker I don't know, maybe he comes out of here, out of this door. Damn, that's a heavy door. Jesus is Lord, it says here. Well, okay, I don't know if he sees himself like that. Yeah, and then motherfucker would go down here, down these steps. I guess, if I'm not mistaken, this is the place where he spoke to the masses. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope not. It's a little bit confusing because you know, so much has changed and so much has been taken out since then. But I think this is it here. So okay, so motherfucker goes up here, and then motherfucker's like, blah 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 blah. Look at me, I'm awesome. I'm the Fuhrer. I'm your leader. Fucking this, fucking that. Nothing bad is ever our fault. It's always someone else's fault. And the people of Germany need to unite against all the evils that are outside, and we need to fight, and we need to go back to previous glory, and blah 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 blah. Well, you know the drift. The thing that shitty people say. So I'm standing here in this fucking place where a motherfucker used to stand, with all his like big wigs here, all the Nazi brass standing here. The closer you are, I guess, to the dickhead, the cooler you are. And they were thinking, I guess, wow, look at us, we built this for the ages. And then came the war that they had brought about, and then they were gone. Motherfuckers were gone. And this place, I don't know what they did with it. Well, now it's like a soccer field, a bunch of soccer fields actually down there. I don't know if they use it for, I don't know, like a flea market sometimes or something. But yeah, and there used to be a huge swastika up here, if I'm not mistaken, and the Allied forces, I think the Americans, they just detonated it. There's like a little video of it. I think this is here, I'm not sure. But yeah, so if you're like a Führer dickhead, Nazi leader Hitler, then you stand here and you look at the sky and you imagine yourself and your historical greatness, and how the future is gonna remember you as some sort of German Napoleon, or bigger, or German Alexander, or bigger. And you look over all of this, just kind of overwhelmed by your own awesomeness. Yeah, and then you're gone, motherfucker. Then you're gone, and everything you've ever looked at. You know, you look down here, you see your minions. You look down there, you see the minions. You look down there, you see the minions. You look up there, you see more minions. Just more shiny minions with their fucking uniforms and all that. It's all gone. And then Germany, I don't know, is reborn after the war. And it's a democracy. It's got the rule of law. It's got freedom of speech. And at first it doesn't really want to look at all these things, and it goes like, well, you know, Hitler was bad, but we didn't really know. We were just victims like everybody else. But that doesn't really fly, does it? And it's taken years and decades, but now I think the country's coming to terms with how it's not really just one dude, one motherfucker up here. It's all those motherfuckers down there, you know, that are his helpers, that enable him to be the dickhead that he is. And it's kind of a collective hubris, collective assholishness. Yeah. You know, we're looking at the world and we see all these other dickheads going like, oh, China needs to be great again. Fucking Russia needs to be great again. Fucking United States needs to be great again. You know, fucking Turkey, whatever, needs to be great again. And it's all these dudes, and they're all trying to catch you with your fear. You know, there's always foreigners that are kind of at fault for your own shit. Yeah. So we're here. Alright. I gotta go. My hotel has a McDonald's under it, right under it. Like, just, I don't know, 20 steps or something. So I'm gonna go and get a McFlurry and go to my room. And then we're gonna close the door, and whatever happens in that room is gonna stay in that room. Peace.